Welcome to another episode of I Know Jacks, the show where we focus on fun. I'm Joe Talentino. I hope you had an amazing Valentine's Day this past week. Now this month is all about sports here at I Know Jacks. First we interviewed a roller girl here in the studio, and then we went to watch the women's national soccer team face Scotland in what they refer to as a friendly. And despite the term, that was a pretty tough game with lots of great soccer. Last year we watched the men's team play Scotland as well, and I predicted way back then that we would be seeing more big soccer here in Jacksonville. Soccer is a huge sport in Florida, and that's maybe why over 18,000 soccer fans showed up at Everbank Field. This is the largest crowd ever to watch the U.S. women in a standalone friendly match in Florida and the entire Southeast. And to top it all off, we also had the MLS soccer game this week too. I'm telling you, Jacksonville is becoming a hot spot for soccer. The U.S. women's national team played Scotland in front of 18,656 fans at Everbank Field in Jacksonville, Florida. It was the largest crowd ever to watch the U.S. women in a standalone friendly match in Florida and the entire Southeast. From the kickoff, the Americans had too much skill and speed for Scotland to handle. It was a tough game with quite a few penalties. The end result, 4-1 to the U.S. women's team. There was a term used many moons ago, the weaker sex. Now come to think of it, it really wasn't that many years ago when women couldn't play soccer, play hockey, or run marathons. And now we even have women boxing. Weaker sex sounds like a joke now, doesn't it?
The pipes and drums, Highland dancing, athletic competition. The Northeast Florida Scottish Games and Festival returns to the Clay County Fairgrounds Saturday, February 23rd. For details, visit neflgames.com. Paid for with the Clay County Tourist Development Tax Funds.
The Fish Company offers great seafood available in a casual restaurant setting 7 days a week. They're open 11 to 9 Sunday through Thursday and 11 to 10 Friday and Saturday. Don't miss their fun day on Sunday with an all-day happy hour. Check out Mariners Village Apartments. They are close to beautiful beaches, parks, schools, theaters, restaurants, and Mayport Naval Station. Prices start at $550 for 1 bedroom and $775 for 2-bedroom townhouses. Call 904-241-4202 for more details. Readers say they're fast-paced thrillers that you can't put down. Reviewers say they're true page-turners. They're talking about Second Strike and Doppelgang, action-packed novels from writer Ron Whittington. Call any Barnes & Noble or visit rpwhittington.com and order yours today.
Hi, my name is Isaac Morales with the Jacksonville Sharks, number 66 offensive line. I also work with Jump PT. It's a personal training company here in Jacksonville. If you're looking to get in shape, do some exercise, get fit, put muscle on, come train with me and train like a shark.
One of my favorite things to do is go on a road trip, and right now the weather has just been perfect. Here are a few ideas for things to do in our nearby area. One of the biggest and baddest food festivals on the coast takes place in Charleston, South Carolina in the spring. It's the BBT Wine and Food Festival. This is a gigantic event that grows and expands every year. At this event, you get to rub elbows with some of the best chefs in the country, meet authors and beverage professionals. There are over 80 events over the course of the festival weekend, so there's a lot to choose from. BBT Wine and Food Festival takes place on February 28th through March 3rd in Charleston, South Carolina. And now for a little inspiration and motivation from a good friend of mine.
Hey there, it's Donovan with tips for next level living. Have you ever been on a job before and the boss says, today we're bringing in a motivational speaker? And the whole time they're talking, you feel motivated, encouraged, and empowered. But as soon as they leave, you're wondering, what happened to those feelings I felt? Well, if that's happened to you, it's probably because you didn't realize that nobody can motivate you. They can only inspire you. That's because motivation is something that starts on the inside of you. So today I'm going to teach you 5 ways so you can learn how to motivate yourself. Number 1 way, if you're trying to motivate yourself, is you have to ask yourself, what do I really want? You see, if I ask most people that question, they'll usually tell me things that they don't want. I don't want to work late. I don't want to make this amount of money. Or I don't want to work around these types of people. What you should do is turn that motivation and that goal into a positive of what you really want. Number 2, you need to ask yourself, why is it important for you to have that, or to do that, or to be that? When we tie our motivation, our goals to our values and our belief in something that means a lot to us, we're more likely to have it and allow it to happen. Number 3, you got to ask yourself, what would having this goal give you that you don't normally have? Would it give you power? Would it give you peace? Would it give you more time with your family or your friends? When it's tied to something that you don't normally have, you're more likely to strive for it. Number 4, you got to ask yourself, how do you know you achieved that goal? Is it a certain timetable? Is it something tangible that you can look at and say, I've achieved my goal? And number 5, in order to achieve your goals and motivate yourself, you have to use your senses. When I played with the Jaguars, I used to visualize myself making a big play. I used to visualize myself stepping back and backpedaling, and Brett Favre threw the ball and I intercept it. And for you, you have to visualize the same thing. Get pictures of how you want to look or how you used to look. Post them around your house. Give yourself a visual of what that looks like. And then use your senses of sound. What does it sound like when you achieved your goal? What if it's about to lose weight and you got people saying, oh girl, did you lose weight? Oh, you look good. So you got to tie your senses into your goals and help you motivate yourself. But for the full, complete list of how to learn how to motivate yourself, go to my website, DariusNextLevelTraining.com, and download it. But if you have any questions, suggestions, or topics you want us to discuss, contact me at Donovan@IKnowJax.com.
If you've missed anything from one of our episodes, just go to IKnowJax.com. We have everything there.
Aye, the pipes and drums, island dancing, athletic competition. The Northeast Florida Scottish Games and Festival returns to the Clay County Fairgrounds Saturday, February 23rd. For details, visit neflgames.com. Paid for with the Clay County Tourist Development Tax Funds.
The Fish Company offers great seafood available in a casual restaurant setting 7 days a week. They're open 11 to 9 Sunday through Thursday and 11 to 10 Friday and Saturday. Don't miss their fun day on Sunday with an all-day happy hour. Check out Mariners Village Apartments. They are close to beautiful beaches, parks, schools, theaters, restaurants, and Mayport Naval Station. Prices start at $550 for 1 bedroom and $775 for 2 bedroom townhouses. Call 904-241 4202 for more details. Readers say they're fast-paced thrillers that you can't put down. Reviewers say they're true page-turners. They're talking about Second Strike and Doppelgang, action-packed novels from writer Ron Whittington. Call any Barnes & Noble or visit rpwhittington.com and order yours today.
Hi, my name is Isaac Morales with the Jacksonville Sharks, number 66 offensive line. I also work with Jump PT. It's a personal training company here in Jacksonville. If you're looking to get in shape, do some exercise, get fit, put muscle on, come train with me and train like a shark.
Checkers Barbecue is all about great food and having fun with friends and family. Checkers is available to rent for parties and does some awesome catering too. I recommend that you go try Checkers out for yourself, and when you visit, let Art know I sent you. If you've watched I Know Jax for a while, you probably know that we support a local nonprofit organization working to get AEDs, or automated external defibrillators, in all schools. And since February is American Heart Health Month, I thought it was a perfect time to talk more about this serious subject. Today I've got my good friends Harold and Becky Cohn here from the AED Alliance. And this whole story, guys, started out when your son Andrew was playing baseball down here in Jacksonville and lost his life during the game. And you guys did something really, really amazing to me. Instead of curling up in the fetal position, which is what I would probably do, you guys took action. Can you tell us a little bit about what it was you did and what AED Alliance is all about?
Well, we were really inspired by people like you, that we were just overwhelmed with support and love. That inspired us to take action and create a nonprofit advocacy organization, AED Alliance, and we wanted to give back, and that's what we intend on doing. Our main mission is to increase the presence, use, and understanding of AEDs everywhere, so communities can safeguard themselves, and turning tragedies into triumphs is what we need to do.
Cool. And I know you guys have started a program for loaning out AEDs. Can you tell me a little bit about that, Becky?
Well, we do have a borrow an AED program that we started in Camden County. First of all, I want to mention that the reason we are doing this is because once we learned that had an AED been available for Andrew, his chances were as high as 90% of surviving.
Being here, yeah.
Right. So you talk about the borrow plan.
Well, the borrow plan is simply, we discovered that there was an AED locked up in the school right next to where Andrew died,
right.
And so that gave birth to the concept of, hey, we need to mobilize these portable life-saving devices and get them where they're
needed.
Where
right?
they're needed. Chances are, as Becky said, as high as 90% if you can get an AED on a patient within the first 3 to 5 minutes,
right.
Joe. But as you know, chances decrease 10% each minute thereafter. So that's why
right.
It's crucial to have them where people gather. And so the borrow plan does that. It allows youth groups, church groups, travel ball teams
right.
to check out an AED for free from their fire and rescue
okay.
stations, and we're implementing those plans throughout the nation.
Cool. And then right here in Jacksonville, aren't you guys going to be doing a thing where you're going to be giving out some AEDs together with the Firehouse Subs
Firehouse
Foundation?
Subs Public Safety Foundation, very benevolent, and they started to help us fund the first AED borrow plan in the nation in Camden County, and they are ramping up to do a very benevolent thing that we're going to be hearing about in Jacksonville in collaboration with AED Alliance.
So we can say stay tuned on that one. Right?
Please.
All right, guys. What I'd like you to do is make sure that we do all we can to support the AED Alliance by going to aedalliance.org. And if you can, donate. And if you can't donate money, talk to them about donating your time.
Why do the prisoners get to have AEDs when people in communities don't? I mean, I don't get that.
They really, I don't want to say deserve them, but I mean, I think we have more like of a right to have them than prisoners.
I feel that schools should have AEDs just as well as prisons.
For more information about AEDs in schools and how to help stop the #1 killer in schools, go to shocktolife.com.
Aye, the pipes and drums, Highland dancing, athletic competition. The Northeast Florida Scottish Games and Festival returns to the Clay County Fairgrounds Saturday, February 23rd. For details, visit neflgames.com. Paid for with the Clay County Tourist Development Tax Funds.
The Fish Company offers great seafood available in a casual restaurant setting 7 days a week. They're open 11 to 9 Sunday through Thursday and 11 to 10 Friday and Saturday. Don't miss their fun day on Sunday with an all-day happy hour. Check out Mariners Village Apartments. They are close to beautiful beaches, parks, schools, theaters, restaurants, and Mayport Naval Station. Prices start at $550 for 1 bedroom and $775 for 2-bedroom townhouses. Call 904-241-4202 for more details. Readers say they're fast-paced thrillers that you can't put down. Reviewers say they're true page-turners. They're talking about Second Strike and Doppelgang, action-packed novels from writer Ron Whittington. Call any Barnes & Noble or visit rpwhittington.com and order yours today. Checkers Barbecue is all about great food and having fun with friends and family. Checkers is available to rent for parties and does some awesome catering too. I recommend that you go try Checkers out for yourself, and when you visit, let Art know I sent you.
The spices used by top chefs from around the world can now be found locally at the Green Man Gourmet. You'll be amazed by all the scents and new flavors, locally brewed beers and roasted coffees, plus the most amazing salts you won't find at just any store. At the Green Man Gourmet, the word gourmet doesn't mean higher prices. It means better value held to the highest standards. Whether you're a gourmet chef or preparing meals for your family, shop the Green Man Gourmet in the shops of Avondale, next to the Bluefish.
The past year has been exciting, and I've been busy with shooting the Willow show and traveling. But one important thing has been missing that I am now able to offer to you. In our new Willow studio at the beach, we can work together one-on-one and achieve your goals in soul, mind, and body.
Baseball spring training is upon us, a time filled with optimism for baseball fans because your favorite team hasn't lost a single regular season game yet. In Lakeland, Florida, where the Topps Company, one of the leading manufacturers and marketers of sports trading cards, kicked off the season by creating the world's largest baseball card. Detroit Tigers first baseman Prince Fielder, who is featured on the card, and nearly 100 youth baseball players from Lakeland City Baseball unveiled the largest card ever created. This gigantic card is nearly 90 feet tall and 60 feet wide. It's the world's largest baseball card.
You always dream as a kid to be on a baseball card, let alone, the one the size of, a basketball court. So it's pretty cool to see, man. I'm very excited and it's kind of, dream come true to be, on a baseball card that big, I guess. I'm just glad that kids still appreciate them because, it's just it was my hobby growing up, so, it's just cool to see my kids collecting them now and, seeing other kids collecting, so kind of can keep it going.
St. Augustine celebrates Noche de Gala, a birthday celebration honoring Don Pedro Menendez de Aviles, the founder of our nation's oldest city. The celebration begins on Saturday, February 23rd at 5 p.m. with a grand, colorful procession through downtown St. Augustine. We'd like to congratulate Kimberly Carter for winning the great Valentine's Day basket given away by Green Man Gourmet. Sign up for our newsletter and be eligible for our next great giveaway. Already? We're already at the end of the show? What the heck happened? I just got warmed up and it's time to say goodbye already. Before I go, I want to urge you to sign up for our newsletter at iknowjax.com. This is how you will find out about contests and giveaways. And right now we're in the planning stages of some great new contests for spring. So go sign up. We're going to start a big contest where you get to come with me on an adventure and be on the show. We'll send out details about that shortly, so make sure you're signed up on the newsletter list. If you have suggestions for stories or places we should visit or people we need to interview, as usual, you can send your suggestions directly to me to joe@iknowjax.com. I'll be back with a new episode of I Know Jax next Saturday night right here on CW17. And until then, I'll see you on the internet.